rosemary all across here and just have it spill over, you know.
Oh, right, over
plant it
the
up there.
edges. Right on.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's called the prostrate form. Yeah, prostrate form. Prostrate juniper. There's.
Oh, these are junipers?
I mean, rosemary. Excuse me.
Okay.
And juniper is another plant that has a number of varieties: blue, gray, golden colors, yellow, green. Junipers, they survive up here really, really well in the acidic conditions. They don't need much water.
Okay.
And there's just many varieties of juniper. I would keep it simple. In a way, sometimes with a situation like this, you can just really minimize it. And if you know, not many of us have time to spend in our personal gardens, you know what I mean?
And we don't.
So the less, the better. Pull out, you know, your blackberries, get your blackberries out. You could have this mostly just be pine needles and a few shrubs here, and good enough. Now these are kind of interesting. Somebody went ahead and tried to plant a screen here. Incense cedars.
Right.
These are some of the slowest growing trees in the world. Okay.
What are they called? Incense
cedars. Yeah, because they have an aromatic.
So it'll be decades before that's anything.
And even then, you're going to be competing with these pines.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't take them out or anything like that, but just so you know, don't expect these to all of a sudden start shooting up. In fact, it's better to just let them survive on the moisture that they have. Better not to overwater them.
Okay.
Like a lot of stuff here, if you start overwatering, you're going to start losing stuff. You know?
Okay.
So
we haven't watered anything.
Settle in, let everything just settle down for a while. Did they give you? Do you have a drip system?
There is. Yeah, we haven't ventured into it yet.
This is a full closed house.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got no help in terms of anyone telling us.
Under the rock, there's.
We'll show you.
Yeah, sometimes you want to turn it on and see what's happening.
And see what
a lot of these things, they're very inexpensive to replace. The little fittings, you know, they're like 50 cents, $1, and you can replace the fittings. A lot of times you turn it on, you come out, there's some, you know, and then you either plug that because there's a break in the line, and they have these special little things called goof plugs, and you just insert it into the tubing, and it stops the leak. Or if it was a head, like a dripper head that just blew out, you can either look for it or you can buy another one for 50 cents or $1. You know? But drip systems are great for, you know, they make a big difference, especially if you put them on a timer clock. Plants like consistency.
There's a timer under the house.
Yeah. So if they're watered once or twice every week, they really adapt to that. You know?
Oh, interesting.
They really like that. So, you know, off the top, you know, acidic loving plants. In Marin, if this was Marin and you were under pine, you'd have azaleas, camellias, rhododendrons.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Heathers like this also love acidic. Yeah.
Right.
And I'd like berries. I'd like to get some fruit out of
Now,
this yard, so
what you want to do is plant berries, you know, in a place where you have good soil and you've got it on a watering system, you know, and because they just suck up water big time, and they like fertilizer. But up here, it's ideal for blackberries, raspberries. You know, you could probably get into currants. In fact, currants do well in Lake County. And there's another document that I'll put in your folder that's already in that Garden Guild folder, and it's recommended berries and fruit for Lake County.
Oh, great.
Specific varieties.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've heard about some plum. I don't know if it'd be good in Lake County, but it produces like every 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was also thinking. Just things that will just like go crazy because now that I'm eating, you know, a lot of raw and mostly green smoothies and a ton of fruit, it's like, you know, you go through 3 giant bowls of fruit every week.